Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we create a simple program to take the ages of say 5 students, our 5 people, say for example 5 people. So how do we do that? We make a program to take the ages of 5 say students in a class. Say you can make 15 students, or I'm gonna make 5 to make it a little bit short. Alright, so in order for us to loop these 5, because normally we put a C out, take the age, and put a C in to put a value, because it's a 5 array. So what we do is that first of all we declare our array size. So what we do is that we put an int, because we're taking the age, say student's age. Say we put a student age. So we declare array and it's size 5. So this is our data type, which is int. This is the we put a name, student age, and this is the size of the array, so which is 5. So we put a for loop, and as usual with the for loop, as we explained, you guys can put either I or J, as long as you guys remember. So we put an int I is equal to 0, we initialize it with 0, and I and less than, what's the size of the array is 5, we put a 5 here, and I plus plus. Why we put an I plus plus? Because we want to increment it. Say if you want to increment, say the age of take the age, say 11, then if you don't put a loop, then it stops. Then if you put a loop and it's less than 5, then you get an age 12, then you got a 13, say then you got a 14. So they get 5 index of array, otherwise you guys won't be able to get 5. So we put a C out, and we put a nice we're telling the user to enter the ages of students. You guys can terminate this like this, or you guys put an endl, up to you. Okay, so how do we get the value from the user with cin? And we put a student's age, and we put the size, which we already declare here in the for loop, because we're getting that from the for loop when we put an I here. So I'm going to explain this again. We declare here the int, which is the data type, and student's age, which we name, that's our name. For you guys put a people's age, or you guys put a my age, our family's age, and that's the size. You guys declare like 15, 10, 12, 20, 100. And how to get the 100, the size of the 100 with the loop. So that's the only way if you wanna get incremented, like say the first student age, then the second student age, then the third, till we reach to the 5, and we terminate this, because this one here is that's how we terminate it here. And how do we display the ages? So the same way, if we get the age, we do it with the for loop, int I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, because that's the size of the array, and I plus plus, and we put a C out to display output. So say students, the ages of students are, and we put the ages of the students are, then we display the ages of the student age, and then we put I, because that's inside our for loop is I, sorry, and then we put a endl, and that's it. So I'm gonna bring this a little bit forward. Alright, so we're gonna run our program. So enter the ages of the student, which is we put a 12, and then we put a 13, we put a 14, put a 15, and we put a 18. So 1 2 3 4 5 18. All right, so the ages of students are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15 and 18. So 1 2 3 4 5, it's got a 5 index. So that's how we declare array and the one-dimensional array. So as I'm going to explain again, like other variables in C++, array must be defined before it can be used to store information. So this one can be this here we defining already, so we define in here, and that's how you guys take the ages of the students, so with the for loop. So whatever you guys, if you guys put a 5 here, you guys needs to put inside 5 inside this for loop. And if you want to display 5, say if you want to display 5 ages, you guys display, if you guys display 3, you're gonna get the ages of the 3. The size here, it defines how many data this array has. Say if you got a 5, and it means that it has a 5 information of the ages of 5 students. Item in an array are called elements. So in contrast with the item structure, items in a structure which are called members. All right, so if you put a say 12, 14, 15, say 18 and 20, they are each of them is called member. Each of them called element inside the array. So 12 is element, 14, 15, 18 and 20. All right, so far we have learned array, and that's the size of the array, and that's how we declare our array. And with the loop we get the information from the user, and all of this say we enter the ages of say 12, 13, 15, 18 and 20. It goes and stores in the memory, and it's called element, and each of these is called element, and it goes and stores in the memory. And here say here we are accessing our array here. So if you guys put whatever you guys put it here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we store it here, and with this line we accessing our array of student ages, which we have seen before. So I'm gonna stop the project, I'm gonna run, build, stop, we build the project, and we run the project. Alright, so how we access our array, say we put a student age is 15, then 16, then 17, then 18, then 19. Alright, so here in this line, the last line, the ages of student 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, that's how we access our array here, which is this line here. You guys see that's how we access our array. So the 12, whatever ages we put, that's how we access our array here. Alright, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.